Hello YouTube, this is English Shooting, and I just wanted to make a few videos to explain shotgun certificates and firearm certificates, explaining what they are and the processes to get one. I also wanted to explain the ins and outs of the UK firearms law and explain what we can and can't have within the UK. So this first video is going to be purely on shotgun certificates, what they are, what they enable you to have, and the processes to get one. When you apply for your certificate, you apply to your local county's police force. However, the rules and procedures up and down the country are exactly the same. The guidelines may vary from county to county, but the process is pretty much exactly the same. So I'm going to relate to the experiences I had with the Hampshire County Council's police force and my shotgun certificate that was issued by Hampshire. So the current fees for a shotgun are £50 for a grant and £40 for a renewal. A shotgun certificate covers Section 2 shotguns, which in general are guns that have a barrel length of not less than 24 inches and a bore of 2 inches or less in diameter. They do not have a magazine or have a non-detachable magazine which cannot hold more than 2 cartridges, so 3 cartridges in total with 1 in the chamber. They are not a revolver gun, a gun containing a series of chambers that revolve when the gun is fired. The main use of these types of guns is vermin shooting, clay pigeon shooting and sporting purposes. A certificate once issued is valid for a period of 5 years unless cancelled or revoked. First, you need to apply for your shotgun certificate. This is done by getting the application form either off the website or getting it from your local council or police force. It's pretty simple to fill in, it's not too complicated. Normally basic details, name, address, date of birth, do you have a criminal record, all that kind of stuff. The most important part of your application is having your referee. Your referee is someone who would normally sign passport photos or someone of that standing within society. And your referee must be someone that has known you personally for at least 2 years. I myself use my lecturer at college, but there are plenty of people that are appropriate to use, including doctors. So once you have your referee, all they need to do is sign the back of your photos, as you need to enclose 4 passport style photos. They need to write on the back of these to certify that they are a true likeness of you. Once your application has been submitted, the process starts. Then it can just be a waiting game. Because it's done by county to county, the waiting times can vary. It purely depends on your local police force and how fast and efficient they are at doing it. So once it's been submitted, the next step will be for them to phone you and arrange an interview. Where it's going to be stored is perhaps the second most important part of the application process, as you need to have a certified safe to store the shotguns. If you don't have a certified safe, they may issue you the shotgun, they may approve the shotgun license, but they won't give it to you until you can demonstrate you have somewhere in accordance to store them. It's much better to actually have your safe fitted and installed, bolted to the wall, before the firearms officer comes to interview you. This means that you can actually do the interview and inspect the safe and approve it within one visit. There's plenty of safes to buy. You can go from as little as £50 from a breakdown safe, and you can spend up to £300-400 on an all singing all dancing secure safe, and even more than that. It's purely what you feel you need. Regardless of what safe you go for, it needs to be bolted to both the floor and wall. It needs to effectively be unmovable to anyone that would be wanting to steal your shotguns. The firearms officers will actually try and remove your safe from the wall. They will give it a good tug and give it a good pulling, so make sure it is on there secure. During the interview, it's pretty standard questions. They ask you about your family, who lives at the address, who's likely to have access to the property. They're going to ask you what you're going to use the shotgun for. They're going to ask you about your medical background, if you've had any illnesses, be that physical or mental, and what you do during your day-to-day life, any other hobbies, any work commitments, just to give a good background of who you are and your kind of personality. So once you've had your interview and the firearms officer has been satisfied that you're of a good character and that you're going to be responsible and safe with a shotgun, then they will allow the application to go through. They will do a background check on you, and they will also contact your doctor. So after the interview, you will have another waiting period until the certificate lands on your door. So once you have your shotgun certificate, you're allowed to go out and buy as many shotguns as you want, as long as they are within the Section 2 confines of the firearms law. Again, I will be making an additional video to go into more detail about the firearms law, and I will be making a further video on how to choose the best shotgun for yourself, as it can be quite a large and daunting task. I hope this video today has helped you and cleared up what you need to do to obtain a shotgun certificate. If you need any more information, just check out my other videos and they should hopefully help you out. Thank you very much again, and see you soon.